That's what you're saying?
But he finds out him and his family are moving, and he asked me for my phone number. Yeah, sure. I'll give you my phone number.
I gave you my phone number.
Me and my first husband had been together since I was 16 years old, minus the little bit of time that I was with Jaden's father. But, I consistently basically been with this man ever since I was a kid. I didn't know how to date. I didn't know how to flirt.
What do you mean she's going off my video? I didn't add a year in there. Listen, I don't add a year.
To other people, for that matter.
Maybe you should have tried somebody your own age, not legitimately taken off a fucking playground. But didn't you say in the live that was playing before this monstrosity of justifications, excuses, and straight fucking lies, didn't you say that you didn't talk to him in between? So I'm a little confused. Okay. Which one is it?
So, again, I know she's confused. It's so sad how confused she is. But I did not speak to him during the 2 years. Me talking about us texting and getting close is from, I just told you, when I gave him my phone number to when we started talking. Yeah, that's how she's doing it. It's not me. When he was 16, he hit me in the face with a football. Then I seen him in passing for a couple of years. I spoke to him at the bus stop.
Is the honest
I know you are. I know you are.
He finds out they're moving. He asks me for my phone number. I give him my phone number. And we start texting back and forth, which actually made it a little bit more awkward. I didn't talk to him as much at the bus stop once I gave him my phone number. Let's go to part 3. It's much needed time.
Okay, look what.
So part 4, story time of mine and Nathan's meeting, love story with a little bit of backstory. So, when I left off, Nathan had asked me for my phone number, and because I get kind of awkward, and again, I didn't know how to be in a relationship. I had never been in one since I was a kid, a new relationship. When he
was 16 when I learned his name, yes.
So I started talking to him less in person. That sounds true.
Put it like this. I run into you at Target, and we're we bump carts. And I'm like, oh, hey, so sorry. Hi, my name's Victoria. And then we see each other at Target a couple more times, but we just hi and keep walking over the next couple of years. But then a couple of years later, we're like, you know what? We've seen each other so much, and I kind of think you're cool. You want to start coming hanging out? That's exactly what happened.
So yes, then his occasional checking up on me at the bus stop turned into him texting me throughout the day. Hey, what are you doing? Nothing, just doing such and such with one of the kids. Very random. It was an all day, but it was getting more frequent. Now again, we've finally been talking for a couple of months.
Thank you.
And yeah, I was starting to kind of like him.
At this point, you're talking for a few months, you're starting to like him. Your youngest child at that point is 2, which would now make Nathan around 19 and a half.
When my youngest at the time, so my 4th, which is Chloe, when she was 2, do y'all hear how stupid this is? Thank you. When Chloe was born in 2008. I didn't see him getting on the bus. No. He was, but after I left, we put the elementary school kids on the bus first, and then I was going home. But she's saying Chloe was 2, so that made him 19. That's not true.
Right?
No.
You didn't realize that the story was there's so many holes in it.
If you're going by Chloe...
Well, you were clearly not.
So you have 2 kids in...
You would have tried
No, Chloe is my 2008.
Or make it, maybe that's why you changed the details. Huh? Because did you realize, listening back to this, how off it is and how it legitimately
Yes, she does.
proves that you're lying.
She said last time she said he was born in 93, I think. She made him a year younger, yes. And then, but now she's saying he was born in 90. I showed her a copy of his license. We did start dating, yes. From your ex. What? Okay. Yes, Chloe's the youngest from my ex in 2008. Mackenzie is 2003. Jaden is 2005. Jacob is 2006. Chloe is 2008. And then you skip down to my Nathan's kids, which are 13, 15, and 20. I'm sorry.
About it.
If you think you
quite some time. So
ask a question.
Asking this man his age was not what I thought to do first.
Nope, not me either.
Asking his age is not what you thought to do first. Isn't that like the first question that
Maybe
people
it is for y'all. I don't
ask
know.
when
I didn't
dating
think
or
about it.
finding a new
I hadn't
love
dated
interest?
in God knows
Isn't
how
that
long.
the first question?
Technically,
that's
I don't really
asked,
think I've
pretty
ever have
much?
dated.
Usually, but not you.
Not really.
In my eyes, he had a child that
Yep.
was close to my second to the youngest child.
So y'all were talking all this time.
No.
Months, you say in one clip. Weeks, you say in another clip. Not at all, you say in another clip. Y'all were talking that whole time. And it never came up that he was 16. And I use quotes, okay? Because we'll get to that. But, and you didn't know that wasn't his kid? In all that texting?
No, didn't
And
ask.
let me just add, by this time, Jacob was 4.
So Jacob would have been 4 in 2010?
No. In 2010, Jacob, yeah, oh yeah, that's right. In 2004, or in 2010, Jacob would be 4. His birthday's 2006.
Because that's when you went public on Facebook.
Yeah.
And you just went public like just as you met him.
It was his kid.
We know that y'all went public on your relationship in 2010.
Okay.
We know that you were married in 2014. Do you realize that when somebody actually stops and listens to this story with a little bit of the facts, it doesn't fit, Victoria?
But you don't have the
The
facts.
child that I thought was Nathan's was 3.5.
How old is he now?
Hold the front door.
That he was 16, and I use quotes, okay?
He was.
Because we'll get to that. But, and you didn't know that wasn't his kid?
No.
In all that texting?
4.
So Jacob would have been 4 in 2010?
Yes, he was 4 in 2010.
Because that's when you went public on Facebook. And you just
Thank
went
you.
public like just as you met him?
I don't understand that either. Why does it matter?
Does that make sense to you? Do you realize that the
Does anybody else
entire
understand why
thing
she's saying that?
That you're saying, it just doesn't fit? Do you realize?
How does it not fit?
We know that y'all went public on your relationship in 2010, right?
Because that's when we
We
started
know
talking.
that you were married in 2014. Do you realize that when somebody actually stops and listens to this story with a little bit?
We know that you went public in 2010. We know that you got married in 2014. That doesn't even make sense. How does that not make sense, bro?